They're fine.
I'm practicing driving with both feet. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
All of a sudden it goes from tight to...
Holy crap, what a lick.
I think of this track right now. Just ain't happening.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, I was hitting right for a wall.
I hit the wall and I just sent it low.
The Commonwealth of Virginia is a beautiful state to go to and a great state to go watch some racing in. Tonight we are going to do that here for race number 5 of the Great Lakes Truck Series in Richmond Raceway. A beautiful track, 7 7/10 of a mile, a little over that. It's actually 3/4 of a mile. Let me get my math right here. But we get ready for the Richmond 120 here. It's race number 5 again of the Great Lakes Truck Series. I am the captain, Chris Scala, with you. Welcome in as qualifying begins for this 160-lap race. That'll be kicking off round number 5 here in just minutes, and already seeing Robert Lukens going around here. But we continue that series of races on tracks of different sizes and shapes and all sorts of matters, from the dirt track at Eldora to the 2.66 mile track at Talladega to Michigan to the road course at Watkins Glen, and now the 3/4 mile Richmond Raceway. We welcome you in again. This is race number 5, the Richmond 120 here on Captain TV. 80 degrees tonight as the weather will start to cool down. 56% humidity, cloudy, and winds at only 8 mile an hour. So definitely should be in store for a great 160 lap race here this evening in the middle of qualifying right now. And Zach Allman, the guy that was fastest in qualifying, he is on the pole right now. If you look on the bottom, you'll see where everybody is on the track and how they're doing qualifying wise. Basically, the more to the left they go, that's the closer they are to finishing their lap, is basically what that is. You see Keith Calhoun, he jumps to the pole. If I'm seeing that right, nope, I'm sorry, he is second by a 10th right now. Dave Nestor in the 36. He's across the line. We're watching the 22 right now out on track. Of course, that being driven by Sam Barnes in the something Asian 22 car, that Ford. Unfortunately, it's a language I don't know well, so I couldn't tell you what the side of his car actually says, or truck. Pole time 22.0 right now. Remember, 50% fuel in these trucks. So we're going to see some pit stops here this evening in the race. Lucas Josephson, we're with him now as he is on track. He is one of the few not to qualify in the Jack Daniels Chevy Silverado. Lucas 8th right now. His lap is a 22.3. Appreciate the viewers watching this evening so far as we get ready to begin this race. Qualifying just about to wrap up, and we'll get into the starting grid here very shortly again for this 120. That's actually Christopher Dean sitting on the backstretch for some random reason. 160 lap race, 120 mile event on this 3/4 mile short track that races like a super speedway and also drives like a short track. So you're going to see some speeds out here of 130, 140 mile an hour going into the corners of 90 to 95 miles an hour and stuff like that. And then you're going to see some close, tight racing on a track that eats up tires a lot. So I can guarantee you will see no real tire strategies tonight. Pit road, you'll see 4 tires throughout the evening. So recapping real quickly what has happened this season, it has been the Keith Calhoun show. He actually leads the points. I'm going to drag the points over onto the screen here for you as you see through the website here. Keith Calhoun, and this is GreatLakesSimRacing.com. You can check out their website right here. I'm getting everything right off of it. Calhoun leads by 52 points over Dylan Glass, who is 6th right now on the grid. Justin Swafford, Chris Evans, Lucas Josephson, your top 5. Of course, Keith Calhoun fueled by 2 dominant wins on the season. Last week, Watkins Glen, he led every single lap in the race and even lapped the field. And then, of course, Eldora, let me correct myself, he didn't lead every lap at Watkins Glen, but led every lap at Eldora, winning that race a couple weeks ago. And, of course, your other winners, Chris Evans winning at Talladega, Anthony Marshall at Michigan, the other 2 winners. So tonight, can we make it a 4th winner in 6 races? We will find out here very shortly at the Richmond Raceway. Again, glad to see everybody in here. If you're chatting, which you haven't yet, but if you want to chat, feel free to do so. I'm right here, got my phone set up here so I can chat with you throughout this evening. Just waiting for the cars to, let's see how much time. They should be about done with it. Yeah, about 18 seconds or so away from qualifying being over on this 3/4 mile raceway, and then they will all grid, and we'll get ready for the 160 laps of racing around this awesome track. There we go. The grid is put all together. The other trucks who did not run laps of practice or qualifying, there they are on the grid. And we will show the starting lineup right now. Zach Allman, 22.049 seconds. He will start on the pole. Alongside him, Keith Calhoun, 9/100ths of a second off the pace there. Christopher Dean, the 48, will start third alongside Chris Evans. Dave Nestor, and that Michigan driver in the Oreo at number 36, he'll start there in fifth alongside Anthony Marshall, the Michigan winner. Dylan Glass, second in points, going to start seventh alongside Nate Lynch. Lucas Josephson inside of row number 5 alongside him, Sam Barnes. Travis Ikavachi, he will start 11th alongside Kyle Carroll there in the 12th position. Here you see Justin Swafford. He'll start alongside Robert Lukens there, 13th and 14th on the grid. Alan Best, Will Barlow, 15th and 16th. And J.D. Green will be the last starter of the 17-truck field in this race. So there you go. How it all shapes up for you this evening as we get ready to start and race for 160 laps around this 3/4 mile. Going to get one more lap before we go racing. We'll try to chat with some of the drivers here this evening if we get a caution. That's if we get a caution. I'm one of those, I don't like to jinx things, even though I get accused of jinxing things. Pace car bringing him out of turn 2, that Ford Mustang pace car. So again, we started at Talladega Super Speedway 5 weeks ago, went to Eldora, went to the High Bank, Michigan track, to the road course of Watkins Glen. Tonight, we had a short track of Richmond Raceway. As Zach Allman, Keith Calhoun, going to bring him to the green for 160 laps of racing. Strap up those belts. And here we go, short track racing on a Wednesday night. Already 3 wide, 1 truck falling to the back. That's Marshall. And that Valvoline number 5 going backwards. Allman going to lead lap 1. Keith Calhoun right there second. Dean Evans and Dave Nestor, your top 5. And let's go back here. The fight is on. This is the 7th position. That truck's bouncing off the wall again, 50% fuel. So these trucks are going to be kind of plowing a little bit. But it's going to make for good pit strategy throughout the night. It's like Ikavachi there on the outside. Justin Swafford trying to get the 11th position from him. We're right on board with the 25. I guess you want that, don't you? There you go. Travis riding in the 11th position. I was looking for him on the screen. Just kind of minding his P's and Q's. Up front already, Allman out to a 1.5 second lead on Christopher Dean, who has gone by Keith Calhoun for second. Here comes Evans now. He is going to try to take the third position away, not able to do so yet. number 6. There's the 24, Dylan Glass, the 88, Lucas Josephson. The 3 truck, Nate Lynch, Dave Nestor, all these guys here. This is a good little fight. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th all in this battle. You see them all on the screen here. And how they all line up to each other right there on the screen. See the Toyota of Allman up there in the front. Lucas going to look underneath Dylan here. And that 88 truck looking sporty here so far in this race. On board with the Jack Daniels truck. Back up here to Allman. That lead is starting to shrink a little bit, down to 0.8 of a second here. Mr. Dean looking to make a statement. He's had a little bit of a rough run the last couple of races. Dean is coming after him. Get the right one. There we go. There is Allman. We'll see how much quicker Dean is on the track this time by. Look at that. Gained a full 10th on that lap. So Sector 1 is over on the back straightaway. Obviously, Sector 2 is the start-finish line on the short track. So you definitely can see he is gaining. Look at that. A full 10th that time by. Got a huge run off the corner of the Dean. Dean. Down to 0.4 here. There you see how Dean has been gaining on Allman the last 5 laps. It's gone from 1.2 down to half a second. And it's down to 0.2 of a second now. And Dean to the bottom. And just like that, lead change. The 48, Christopher Dean to the front. Lap number 16. And back here for the 8th position, Alan Best. Unixen.com, I believe that's how that's pronounced. Chevrolet up to the 8th position. That's about 7 seconds or so back from the leaders. Great racing all over the place here. Let's bounce up here. Dylan Glass starting to catch the 31 of Evans here. This is a fight for 4th. As we ride with Dylan. See, rolling down about 95 or so mile an hour. Oh, Evans catching the wall a little bit. And that allows Glass to make the lead. Evans going to cross him over, though. 150 mile an hour down to turn 1. Now with Evans. This guy's getting stretched out pretty quickly. And you see the 3 truck of Lynch starting to make his way into this battle. See the 8 truck of Kyle Carroll going a lap down to Dean Carroll with heavy damage already in the right side of that truck. That's a crunched up can of Budweiser, unfortunately. Carroll having plenty of issues there in that 8 truck. Hopefully he'll be able to get that fixed. Evans getting a little tight off of turn 2 there. Had to get out of the gas. Here comes the 3 inside Nate Lynch. That Winchester truck, the Chevrolet, going to go up to the top 5, the 5th position, and move Evans back to 6th. Of course, the history of this Richmond Raceway track, a track that used to be a half-mile oval. And then back in the 1988 season, they decided to remodel it and make it the 3/4 track that you see now. They actually just changed the name of it this past season from Richmond International Raceway, which actually used to be the Richmond Fairgrounds Speedway. Then it became Richmond International Raceway. Now it is the Richmond Raceway. '33 truck. That's Lukens underneath of Nestor, and he's going to take the 9th position. Lukens trying to bounce back after that rough run in Watkins Glen that saw him on the side of his truck, and unable to finish many laps in that race. We got a battle starting to shape up for the 2nd position. Let's move up to it. Here comes Keith Calhoun, the man that has won 2 of the last 3 races. And this is all 2 seconds back from the leader. There's your lap times. The last few laps, Allman. And you see Calhoun's been faster for the most part each lap here. Let's see this time by lap 27. Calhoun a 10th faster. Still probably a good 10 to 15 laps away from pit stops happening here in these trucks. A little bit of damage on the right side, I think. Is that what I'm seeing? Sam Barnes, he's being put a lap down there up ahead in that 22 truck, as I mentioned. And one truck struggling right now. Let's put the cameras on him here. The 29, Justin Swafford. He entered this race second in the points. Or make that third in the points. Only 60 points back as we got Carroll on pit road. Unscheduled stop there. And remember, this is the old NASCAR scoring. So, you know, when you look at 49 points, or actually, let me do the math there. That's actually 69 points. You know, that's not a lot. But Swafford, one of 2 drivers to get top 10s in 3 races. He actually tied for the lead in top 5s right now with both Keith Calhoun and Dylan Glass. As you see on the bottom, Carroll on pit road. We'll keep track of that as pass for second up here. We missed it a second ago, but Calhoun was able to get past Allman. And we'll see it right here inside. And Allman just lets him go. And that is 2.6 seconds back on the track right now. Most of the field getting, for the most part, spread out. And you got lap trucks now coming into play here. Will Barlow going a lap down. You see Travis Icavacci has also gone a lap down to Christopher Dean. This field getting spread out really quickly, as I talked about a little bit ago, and the lights starting to come on, night playing role. We're going to watch the weather throughout the night. It was 80 degrees at the start of this race. Right now, still 80 degrees. Track temp at 83. And you see it's 8:30 in the evening, and time is flying, literally. We'll have to look here. I believe that's 2x is what he did. So Icavacci a lap down now. To this man, Christopher Dean. I tell you what, watching the 18 of Allman, he is starting to come back in here on Calhoun. After giving up the lead and giving up second position, Allman maybe found something a little bit here. Not able to get the pass here. Oh, he's going to make the move, though, inside. Allman going to bounce back here. Paints that yellow line. Keats going to get the run on the outside here. Again, for those new watching us, the green on the left side you see on the screen, that is when a pass is made. Kind of like Marshall passing Swafford there for 12th. When you see red on the screen, that person has lost the position. So second place calms down here for just a second. Let's go back here to the 9th position. J.D. Green, the guy started shotgun on the field. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mobile going inside of Alan Best. That is for 9th. And Green will get the best of Allen and move up to the 9th position. So J.D. showing some power in that truck tonight. Running a very interesting line kind of on the bottom of the track. That's going to eat up that right front tire. You got to put a lot of wheel down into the corner, but hey, if it works for him, it works. Back here, Chris Evans continues to fall back. He's fallen back to the 6th position, and he has got 2 trucks coming up on him. Robert Lukens, Lucas Josephson, that's 7th and 8th. Remember, Chris started all the way in 4th. That was the one I meant to hit. You can see Lukens, he has gone up 7 positions from the start of this race. And right there, Lukens going to make it 8. Up to the 6th position with ease. Robert doing a great job tonight after that tough situation last week. Go back to that fight for second. It has not gone away. Calhoun and Allman. And looking out, Dylan Glass is coming up in here. He's like, hey, I want 3rd now. As Travis Swafford going to be the first to pit road here. And this is pretty early, I think. There he is on the far right side coming to pit road. Wrong side. There he is. Mobile One Chevrolet to pit road here. 4 tires and fuel, and he's got some wall damage there. Look at the right side of his truck. That's what we call a pancake. Left side tires, and he is sitting there. Uh-oh. Tough break for the 29. The guy entering this race third and one of 3 guys to have top 5s in all the, or 3 of the races, I should say, of the 5 races. Right now, not going to make it 4. Let's go back to that battle for 4th. It's a Toyota versus Chevy battle here. And Allman's coming to pit road. Lap 48. Should mention Swafford did finally leave pit road. And look at the 18, got a little bit of right side damage on that truck. So a lot of people hitting that wall. Lucan's coming to pit road here, so green flag pit stops kicking off. 4 tires and fuel, and there goes Allman, 15-3. Not a fast stop at all. Let's go to Lukens. He has been fast throughout the evening. And second place on pit road up ahead here, Keith Calhoun. The winner from Eldora and last week at Watkins Glen. Right side tires on. All these guys for Mr. Feelgood's 14-8 for Calhoun. Mention Lukens. You see down there 15-3 for him. Evans 14-7 for him. And here comes the leader. So the interesting part about these guys only going 50 laps is you will not be able to make this on 2 stops. You will come up about 10 laps short, and we will have to see pit stops right before the end of this race. Dean 4 tires and fuel 14-8. And that hands the lead to J.D. Green. And we have 1 truck down here in the grass. On the front straightaway, no caution. That was the 5 of Travis Marshall. Anthony Marshall, sorry. And Travis Icavaci, is he out of gas? Problems all over the place here. If he stops here shortly, that might bring the caution out. Oh, he's out of fuel. He's not going to make it. We made it through the cycle of pit stops here. Icavaci trying to stretch it out here. Oh, he gets a little bit of boost there. I think it's a little downhill there. But he is out of fuel. You hear nothing running in the engine. See if the Great Lake Truck Series officials, what they decide here, if the admins show the yellow. I guess it's kind of awkward when the owner of the league would be the guy that throws that yellow. He's the one out of gas. Awkward. Well, everybody cycles out, so Dean has a 1.4 second lead now over Keith Calhoun. Zach Allman 2.5 back, and I believe Travis, I think he towed to a stall. I don't think he fully got there. I could be wrong by that, and yes, because his timer's not going, so he had to tow himself to pit road, unfortunately, or to a stall. So fastest pit stop of that series of stops will go to, looks like this guy right here, Chris Evans, 14.7 flat. There were a couple 7.7s and 8. And you see the 52 of Alan Best. I think he might have ran out of fuel also. Now, a few minutes ago, we saw something happen to Anthony Marshall. See if I can find that in the record here and see what happened to him real quickly. guess this is a good time for me to remind you I am a one-man show. So I get to go find it, too, while I'm sitting here talking about what's going on. And I think I found it. We're going to back it up here a little bit. And we'll see what happened to the 5. He was in the infield here. Oh, back end just swings around. I want a little push loose, maybe? Push loose is where you, basically your trunk is so tight, you got so much wheel into it that finally the front wheels grip and the back end swaps ends. And that might have been what happened there. Tough break for Marshalls. We got a battle for 4th here. This is Lukens, the man that's been on the move. I correct myself and say battle for 5th. And caution is out. Trouble. Looking for it. Will Barlow? Nope, it's not Barlow. Or maybe it is Barlow. I'm looking for it. Or, trying to find it. Thought I saw a white truck spun up there ahead. Oh, it's no, it's the 8-car Kyle Carroll, unfortunately. There's the answer. So the first caution comes out here, and this is going to make pit strategy very interesting here. Oh, and who was that involved? The 18 is Zach Allman. Because Ikavachi spun. We'll come back to this replay. Let's go to the pit stops right now. Everybody on pit road. So Travis Ikavachi spins. Zach Allman gets damage after contact with the 8. There are no resets in this series. And Dean going to win the race off pit road, followed by the 99 of Calhoun. I about called him Carroll. And we got some trucks that stayed out. Nate Lynch, Chris Evans. Interesting strategy here. And there are a limit on tires. 4 sets of tires. So this will be set number 2 for some of these guys here. So we'll have to be aware of that also with the limited sets of tires. Now let's go back. To the yellow here. We're going to go here with it, and we're going to go to Travis. So Travis is on pit road right now still. Speed it up just a little bit. Here he comes off pit road. So Travis gets the fuel and everything he needs to get back on the track here. And he gets going, so everything's smooth there. Lets the leader go by here, runs the apron. Everything's okay here. He's kind of getting out of everybody's way. And loses the back end. You know what? The cold tires, I wonder. Bam, bounces up the track, and then the 18 and the 8. Ooh, and there goes the engine on the 8. So it looks like what probably happened there was the colder tires on the 25. The truck swapped ends with, as I mentioned earlier, the push loose that you have coming off the corner and stuff. So there's the first caution of the night. And those guys that held on to waited to pit the next time by, wow. The ones who stayed out the first time came in to pit the second time, is what I was trying to say. So that'll cycle Christopher Dean up to the lead. And looking at some of these pit stops here, I wonder if some people did not take tires. We'll have to see how this all works out later on in this race. As we'll go back racing here with 95 laps to go at the Richmond Raceway. Appreciate everybody joining us here on Captain TV tonight. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you coming in here and joining us this evening. It's the Great Lakes Truck Series, race number 5 here at Richmond. Ace Truck going to pull off here. And Dean on the pedal. Here we go. We'll know really quickly who's got tires and who doesn't here. Here comes Calhoun looking at the bottom as Dean missed it. And he's got him. Move Calhoun to the front. The man apparently who, according to Discord, has been busy flying, doing a fly simulator today. And apparently got addicted to the game. Or simulator, I guess. Back here, Lucan's under attack. Here goes Evans up to 4th. We're right on board. This is with Lucan's. The hometown boy trying to win at his home track here in Virginia. A lot of close racing going on. Calhoun checking out right now to the second lead. Glass there right behind. Dean trying to take that second position away. You wonder if Dean's got a long run truck. As you know, we like to find passes on the track, and I'm trying not to miss this one. There it is, Dave Nestor passing Lucas Josephson. This is a lap down right now in the 11th position. I should say Josephson's actually 7th right now on the grids, or on the scoring pylon, so not really a pass for position. Meanwhile, Dean's under attack. Here comes Glass. Here comes Evans. Kyle Carroll reporting in. He's got 28 minutes of damage. That'll allow you to go watch an episode of The Golden Girls or something if you'd like. True fact, in case you didn't know about TV, all 30-minute TV shows are actually 22 minutes long in length, in case you didn't notice. The other 8 minutes are filled by commercials. And for 1-hour shows, it's actually 46 minutes, I believe. I learned that in school like 15 years ago. So if you ever go on demand and watch a show and you notice it's only 22 minutes long and you're like, wait a minute, that was a 30-minute show. There's no commercials. And now you know. So Dean falling back into the clutches of Nate Lynch here in the 5th position. And Dylan Glass starting to work in on Calhoun here. That lead down to a 2.5. Starting to pull away from Evans just a little bit. As we are 5 laps from halfway in the battle of the Chris's. I seem to say that a lot every week. These two have been battling each other all the way back from that first race at Talladega. Oh. Dean having some blinking issues. On board with Glass. Ooh, sliding up the track. Kind of missed that bottom. See Glass about 6/10 in front of Evans. 8/10 in front of Dean. Then you got Lynch and Lukens. All those guys here, 3rd through 6th, or 2nd through 6th. I think Calhoun has found that rhythm and is starting to drive away. And this is easily right here. The best fight on the track is Dean looks to the bottom of Evans. Not able to make the move there. Here comes the 3 of Lynch. This is the nose of the 48. Inside. Pass made, and crossover move. Should see Evans. Nope, not able to do so here. Oh, Dean flashing out a little bit there. And Dean was able to clear him. Let's take a look at Evans here, the Canadian driver in a 31 truck. All these great fights behind leader Keith Calhoun. Looking to make it 2 straight wins on the series. And 3 out of the last 4 as we have passed the halfway mark. 80 laps in, 80 laps to go. And we'll have to keep track of pit stops here because should be able to go to about lap 120 or so on fuel, which will get them to the finish. Only a 1-stop race now officially. Dylan Glass starting to bring in the leader. We'll take a look here at the pit strategy. This is how it's gone so far. We had of course, the green flag run there. Only about 13 laps on tires here. And you can see here, these are the ones. You look at Calhoun and Glass and these guys all on the newer tires. And apparently here, what I'm seeing, Green is actually on the older tires still. He is on the 2nd set, if I'm seeing that right. I'm still learning. Calhoun coming up on some lap traffic here. That 99 Ford F-150 looking pretty good. He comes up on Swafford, who is a lap down, about to go 2 laps down. Swafford, I believe, took the wave around and is on the older tires, trying to get himself back into picture here as he is right now lost a lot of points to the leader. Entered the race 3rd in points. Let's see if Glass can get the same treatment here back here, as he is only about a second back now, and that's not going to help. Having these 2 trucks side by side, Dylan's probably like, come on guys, give me a break. And of course, if you're wondering, the 16 you're seeing down there in the bottom left, that is the number he is out. Somebody got the wall up ahead. I think that was Barnes, but the 16 is what number that Dylan is actually registered under in this race. However, with the paint he's running, he is actually the 24 truck. That's why I reference him in the 24 most of the time, because that's the number you're seeing. Meanwhile, you see Lynch has gone by Dean and Evans. So move Nate Lynch up to the 3rd position. So Lynch making his presence known. Let's go back and watch him here as he passes Evans first down to turn 3 here. Nice Richmond move. Drive it down there and just roll that yellow line. And then just a lap or two later, matter of fact, 4 laps later, Lynch catches Dean and same corner. Runs that yellow line and makes the pass. Back to live, lap 92 here. Let's see. Last time by, Lynch at 23.4, Calhoun at 23.5, so, and even Dylan Glass at 23.9, so the leader, not the fastest truck out here right now. As Swafford comes back to pit road, might be an unscheduled stop, and Glass is reeled in Calhoun. Not sure if Justin Swafford's just calling it a night or maybe a scheduled tire stop here. We'll have to see. Just watch the bottom of the screen there and you'll be able to get that answer. But we're going to keep the battle here. Calhoun doing what they call diamonding the track. If you're, again, one new to racing in general and that kind of thing, when you watch Calhoun, he's diamonding the corner. At least he did there in turn 1. Or might have slid up and I just noticed it. One of the two. Yeah, that there is almost a diamond. Basically, you just let the truck slide up and you're making the straightaway longer off the corner. See if he does it again here. See, Lukens has gotten past Evans for position. Calhoun protecting that bottom. Glass going to look high here. Going to try to cross him over off the corner, I believe. That's exactly what he does. And, oh, protecting. That's the 2-point leaders right there. Not able to get him yet. This is the racing that Richmond brings you. 2 groove racing. That high line, you're able to pinch him down here. See if he slides up. He will. Glass to the front. Lap number 99. And they do get bonus points for leading a lap, leading the most laps, and all that stuff in this series. Now, Swafford did pit and come back out, so he is not out of the race, but he is, as you see on the left side of the screen, 5 laps down now in the 14th position. Let's see if Glass is able to stretch this thing out on him. Lap number 100 in the books. JT's yelling at me over here on Discord, I've noticed just now. And Chris Evans to pit road. Is this a short stop maybe? No, it's only 50. There's still 58 to go. You can't go that far. But Evans is on pit road here. Well, you know what? With fuel, that's right on strategy. These are the trucks that I don't think pitted. Or something happened. Well, as I'm thinking about, wait, they took fuel on the caution, I would think. Let's see what Evans does here. Right side tires going on. Tires and fuel, and there he goes. He's not going to be able to make it 57 laps on a tank, I believe. So this is going to be interesting. And look at this, Christopher Dean starting to reel in Calhoun here. And Zach Allman, the pole sitter there. Unfortunate breaks for him tonight. He is a lap down. Got involved in the only caution this evening. Please don't go on the main screen, please. Okay. Pulling up the schedule real quickly. Next week, talking about some fun. The second restrictor plate race on the season, Daytona, next Wednesday night here on Captain TV. Cannot wait for that one. About 8:30 or so, we'll go live. Now, here in a couple weeks, we'll have some. Well, I'm going to share the exciting news now, but it will lead to some more exciting things coming up in the near future. Personally, I have accepted a full-time route that I'll be running and working Tuesday through Saturdays now, which will give me Mondays off. But because of that, I will actually be getting off work a lot earlier during the evening or afternoon and evening time, which will allow us to have more of a pre-race show for our series that we air and stuff like that, and more of a set schedule for me. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that for all the series that we broadcast for, the two of them, well, four of them if you count the two weekend ones, but definitely some great news there. So here's starting soon Wednesday nights, we'll be able to get all practice in there for you and let you watch it and enjoy it, and even get a little pre-race show on for you guys. So now the fight on for second here, as Calhoun and Dean we ride with Dean. And JD Green to pit road. Now these guys can make it the rest of the distance. Right at lap 110. This will get you 50 laps. Let's jump over to JD and cover this stop. This could be interesting. Gonna get those fresher tires. Lucan's coming to pit road. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo all working on that truck. And the Turtle's underway. He hasn't been a Turtle tonight. He's been pretty fast, actually. I mentioned Robert Lucan's on pit road. And that 33 truck. And there he goes. And Keith Calhoun to pit road. The 99, the 3's following him in. Nate Lynch. Here these guys come for the final stop tonight, at least under green. Right side tires. Going on left sides for Calhoun here. And I think we had trouble on Barnes in the grass over here in the front straightaway. No caution came out. I thought I saw a truck out of the corner of my eye spinning. I didn't want to say anything until I knew. But Dylan Glass on pit road. All the leaders coming in. One guy comes in. Here come the rest. I'm surprised one truck hasn't tried to stay out yet. Try to kind of go off strategy a little bit here and try to catch a yellow. So far, all the leaders pit stops in the 14-second range. 14 14.8 for Glass. And the lead is going to cycle up. Look at this, because of the pitting a couple laps earlier. Keith Calhoun to the front by 1.8. And look at this, Chris Evans up to the second position here with his short pitting. He's got Glass and Dean right on his back bumper, though, third and fourth. Glass going to get the run here. He's got the freshest tires out of the leader. And he will go by Evans for second, going to bring Dean with him. And we will have to watch these lap times. See if Glass can reel in Calhoun here with a couple lap newer tires. As a matter of fact, 2 laps newer tires. The man on the older tires is Chris Evans, actually. He pitted 11 laps before Calhoun, some 13 laps before Dylan Glass. So Evans definitely going to suffer a little bit here. He gained the track position, but with the tire balance and stuff, going to fall back just a little bit. And Glass already knocking this lead down to under 2 seconds. Another battle. Let's look back here. Nate Lynch in that 3 truck starting to work in on Robert Lukens, the 33, under attack from Zach Allman, the pole sitter. Looking at Zach, he is still a lap down in the 8th position. He is in the free pass spot as you see Lynch take the spot. But we've seen a pretty green race throughout the night, only 1 yellow. Dean and Glass continue to stalk the leader of Calhoun. Let's check out sector times here. Look at that difference. About, that's 2/10 pretty much gained on that lap. And I got a lap truck of Swafford right in front of Glass here. Let's see how much of a role this is going to play. Right there, 2/10 faster Glass was. Wow. I thought the lap truck might play a role, and it didn't. There it did. But still, that's, you know, over 1/10 of a second a lap. Now there's another 2/10 almost off, so I think it's only a matter of time here. Again, next week we'll be at Daytona, race number 6 of the 10 race schedule. Daytona and then Charlotte Motor Speedway the next 2 weeks. In both broadcast around 8:30 or so Wednesday night. Back here, the fresher tires of J.D. Green. Or I shouldn't say fresher tires. He pitted along with everybody else. But he's going to go by Chris Evans. And up to the 6th position goes that 77 truck. Looking good tonight. Let's jump back to the front. As you see it, Glass is on the back bumper. Dylan just being patient, rolling it back to the throttle. Last time by 22.92 for Glass. Calhoun a 22.98. So they're right on top of another now lap-wise. But I think that's more because of Glass is riding behind the 99. That's Travis, or I call him Travis Marshall again for some reason. Anthony Marshall. Don't ask why I'm calling him Travis. Sorry, Anthony. I apologize for that. While we're here, make sure you check out the website of GreatLakesSimRacing.com. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, a very cool website. I've got some blogging to do for the guys here. I've been supposed to be doing some race recaps. Haven't been able to do so in the last couple weeks. Been kind of busy on my end, so I got to get a couple race recaps up there for everyone and get that all taken care of for the guys, and I do apologize for that. Check out their website, though. It's a really cool-looking website. For the lead, Calhoun protecting the bottom. Glass says, hey, all right, I'll go up here. Crossover coming. No, but wow to the bottom. Both entering shallow. That's going to allow Dean to get a run here. Or it is a short track. Will the chrome horn go to work? I think if you're Glass, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, okay, you're blocking the bottom here. That's fair game now. But Glass going to go outside here, drives it in. He's going to get on that door. That should help him hold him down. Glass did lead that lap. Dean is like, all right, one of y'all make a move here. Let's go. Dean might be the one to make it 3 wide here if he's sneaky. 23 laps to go. Calhoun holds on. Glass back to the bottom. There's a bumper. Can they do this for another 22 laps? As they come up on Evans to put him a lap down, that'll put 6 on the lead lap once they get by the 31 truck. And Dean gonna pounce on a mistake by Glass here. Fun racing here on the short track of Richmond. Dean clears for second. And teammates up in the front now. Glass is actually like, nope, I'm not going to let this one happen. Back behind there, Lukens has gone by Lynch for 4th. You saw that on the left-hand side of your screen. Who is going to win here at Richmond? 18 to go next time by. Oh, almost some contact there as Glass got tight. And see it from the blimp here. As Dean clears to 24 once again. These two need to settle it out if they're going to figure out who's going to try to catch this 99 and make the pass. Now to turn 4 into the D-shaped part of the oval here. The start-finish line actually early on the straightaway, in case you have never noticed that about Richmond. Watch here as we'll stay on the blimp one more view here. You're going to see them back down the back straightaway. And as soon as they come off turn 4, the start-finish line's right there. It's one of the cool features about Richmond. Come off of 4. There's the line, and look how far they run all the way down to turn 1. Tell you what, Calhoun has held these guys off now. Can he do it for another 14 laps? Looks like the Kyle Carroll crew have finally called it quits tonight on that number 8 Budweiser truck. He will finish in the 16th position out of the race. Lead at 0.4 of a second. We'll put the battle box back up with these two here, and you can see where it's going right now. And you see the previous lap times as they cross the line here. Last time by Dean, 8 1,000ths faster. And you see Evans on pit road. I made mention that he wouldn't be able to make it to the finish. And these three are easily the fastest on the track. So we're just going to keep it here and watch this fight. Last time by again, Dean faster than his teammate. Dean may be trying to get retribution of that Talladega race 4 weeks ago as he was leading all those laps and unfortunately was passed by Evans at the line to lose and finish second. Once again, Dean faster and Glass starting to fall off a little bit. He might have burnt that right front. You see the last time by Calhoun was faster. Let's see how this one goes. Calhoun protecting that bottom again. And Dean faster. And Dean to the outside. Swafford getting way out of the way. Matter of fact, too far out of the way. And look at this, Glass 2/10 faster than the leader this time. Did he save his tires and maybe make it a comeback now? Six laps to go. Now, if you watch the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar race Monday night from Indianapolis, they went 99 caution-free laps, and the caution came out and set up not one, not two, but three green-white checkered finishes that left some drivers actually unhappy in that race. Here we come now. 4 laps to go. Dean almost making a move on his teammate there. I don't think you're going to see Dean put his team in jeopardy here for that, but lap truck's getting out of the way. That lead grew to 6/10 that lap. And Glass has got it down to a second, so this is going to get interesting now. The Dean burn is right front. That time by all three of them within 7/100ths of a second. You can see Dean's putting all into it. He got a little loose off that corner there. 2 to go. Keith Calhoun going to bring that 99 off turn 4. He'll see the white flag in the final lap here at Richmond. Calhoun has had some blinking issues at Talladega. It cost him a potential win there. He dominated Eldora, dominated Watkins Glen. Tonight holds off 2 fierce battles and now has his 3rd win in 4 races and a victory at Richmond to Keith Calhoun. And a big wreck right in front. Allman, oh boy, that got worse. 33 of Lukens is over in pit road. Lukens probably going to finish 5th here if I'm seeing this right. I think Green has crossed the line. He did. So Lukens will finish in the 5th position. Wow. How about Calhoun holding him off? That last pit stop won that race for him. And the point leader does it again as we take a look at the final race results from this evening. Keith Calhoun, half second over the 48. His teammate of Christopher Dean, Dylan Glass getting 3rd. Nate Lynch 4th. Robert Lukens flipping on pit road and all, going to finish 5th. J.D. Green going to finish 6th. Lucas Josephson in 7th as Calhoun heads to the old victory lane. Wonder if he realizes that's not victory lane anymore. Used to be. Not anymore, though. But he's going to park the truck right there. Zach Allman going to finish 8th. Chris Evans, Dave Nestor, Alan Best 11th. All these trucks lapped down. Will Barlow, Swafford, Sam Barnes, Anthony Marshall. Tough night for him. Kyle Carroll and Travis Ikavachi. Unfortunately finishing 17th in the races. Carroll continues to celebrate that win. Gonna rewind it back here. As Calhoun burns it down here, and we'll jump on Discord here, and well, I won't jump on Discord. In my head a little bit. Jump into Discord, which I'm already in, and let's see if we can get. Well, let's start with Glass. He's not in here, so let's go grab our second place finisher, Christopher Dean. Here, we're going to bring him up first, and then we'll talk to the winner afterwards. Christopher, you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Second place run for you. Good bounce back. You've had a couple rough weeks there. And you come back, get yourself a second place run tonight there behind your teammate. Talk about your run there, and did you have anything for him?
I thought I did, man. Honestly, I think it was there was a first set of green flag pit stops, and then 10 laps later we had our first caution, and everyone took right side tires. I said, I'm going to save my right sides, and I'm just going to take feel. So I kind of dropped back on that second run, which let Keith kind of get up there. And then I think that was my downfall because I couldn't push hard enough and have something left when I got back to him.
Was the pit stops there that happened with 50 to go? How big was that in getting that track position? Because just pretty much Keith was able to pit about 2 laps sooner than you guys and Dylan, and he was able to get that track position and hold it off.
Yeah, probably. We were pretty close. So, I mean, we were in the same chat, and we didn't want to pit at the same time, which I probably should have went in with him because that let him get a little bit of a lead too.
Well, how nice is it to get that second place run tonight? How nice to get a good finish here at Richmond after you've had a kind of an up and down season. Talladega happened, and then you were involved in the wreck at Eldora, and then of course Watkins Glen, not the best, and you've had some rough luck, and here you get a second place. That's got to make you feel happy.
Yeah, it feels great. No, I think that was like you said, gotten 2 accidents, and then I knew this was a strong track for me. I knew I'd have a shot to win, and I did. So, it feels good to come home second with a clean truck.
And you go to Daytona next week. Of course, you were strong at Dega. Now you get to go back and maybe get retribution this time at Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, if we can, work together as a team like we did last time and avoid the wrecks, I mean, that's key. Just having a truck at the end of the race. So, that one's always a wild card. We'll see how it plays out.
Absolutely, Chris. Well, we appreciate your time. Send shout-outs to whoever you'd like to.
Just give a shout-out to, PPM and you for broadcasting this and, Great Lakes Truck Series.
Absolutely. So we appreciate your time as always, and congrats on your second place run, and we'll talk next week in Daytona.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. Christopher Dean there finishing in the second position. We'll drag him up there, let him go there, and let's go get... let's go ahead and get our winner in here. As Keith Calhoun celebrates his third win in 4 races. Keith, early in the race didn't look like you had a shot, and I could have swore I saw somebody talking about some flight simulator they were doing all day. So you ended up flying in the end to victory lane.
Hey,
well,
I like that.
The old one, I should say.
Yeah, on it, like I'm with you, man. In the beginning, I didn't think I had what it took to even beat Amin or Chris, and then I didn't realize Alex or Dylan's strategy until like later on in the race. But he was just save, and then pushing at the end after I blew my stuff. But I don't know, man. I didn't really focus on saving or anything at all. So, but I don't know, man. That was the most fun racing with these guys I've ever had. Like that battle between us 3 was just epic, and I dug deep for my inner Newman and just trying to block him and hold him off as much as possible. And I am so surprised that Dylan didn't put the bumper to me, because I can only imagine how frustrated he must have been, like with me just hogging that low line. And Christopher probably would have if he didn't. He blew his line a couple times there in the last 10 laps, so he couldn't get to me at the end. But just hats off to them, and that was awesome.
Well, yeah, it was definitely a great show you guys put on there this evening, and I actually made mention on the broadcast. I'm like, with him making those moves, is Dylan gonna use the bumper? And it looked like looks like one time he did get to you, and I thought he might have got you a little bit, but in the end, it worked out for you. You got yourself another victory here. It seems like you've got the short tracks under control, dirt or asphalt. So that's definitely a great thing. You extend your point lead. Unfortunately, Dylan had a good night, obviously finishing third, but Swafford didn't have a good night. So it looks like now it's kind of pulled out to a little bit of a two-man race here as you go to the wild card at Daytona next week.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good to hear. I'm super stoked that that Dylan and I will be battling, hopefully for that lead spot. That'd be really great.
And last but not least, before I let you go, it's a new segment I guess we've unofficially made here. What was for dinner tonight?
Dude, it was awesome. It was one of the best dinners I've had. So last night was my wife's birthday, so we got Indian food. I got like chicken tikka, and she got some korma and something else. But she had her leftovers for dinner while I was making a pizza, and she couldn't finish it because it was just too spicy. So I had half of her plate of Indian food and then a couple slices of pizza. So I don't know, make what you want of it, but it brought me to the victory.
So a smorgasbord get you a win tonight. Yeah. All right, we love it. So there you go. So congratulations on that, Keith. Send shout out to whoever you want to, and happy birthday, Mrs. Calhoun.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'll let her know. But yeah, shout out to Chris and Alman as always, my two teammates out here, and the rest of the Peak Performance guys. They're doing great. Shout out to Travis for putting this on. This league is the most fun I've had in the league, I think, and it's definitely the best league that I think I've ever raced in. And all these guys are just incredible people. And I'm really hoping it looks like we had some guys join that have some, a little more, I don't want to say they're not better, but they'll bring more competition to the table. And that'll make for some really great races. But these guys are so clean, and they race so courteously. So shout out to everyone here, and shout out to you for broadcasting. Thank you, Chris.
Is it bad that I'm sitting there looking at my roof trying to think of a word that you're trying to think of now?
Yeah, I know.
They're just being courteous. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Nice job, Keith. Well, congrats on your win, third one of the season already in 5 races. So yeah, if you're 3 for 5, that's 600. That'll win you a batting title in baseball. So congratulations.
Yeah, sure will. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Absolutely. Keith Calhoun finishing in victory lane again, third time in 4 races. He ends up in victory lane this evening. So congratulations to him. And great race to watch tonight. 1 caution, that was it. So definitely a great race on a short track at Richmond. As we mentioned, next week it is Daytona International Speedway for 80 laps. And I believe I saw that's going to be a daytime race. So it could be a hot one come Daytona next week. That should make a pretty interesting truck race next Wednesday night. Again, we'll go on the air around 8:30 or so. And again, in the future, look forward to seeing more practices and stuff being broadcasted with the schedule change on my end. That unfortunately right now it's still kind of cloudy because they didn't give me a technical date it's going to start. They did give me a no later than date, which is September 13th. So I know after September 13th the schedule opens up. So, but we'll go from there. But appreciate everybody watching this evening. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button if you're new to watching. We appreciate it. Again, next Wednesday night, 8:30, we'll be on for the Great Lakes Truck Series. And we do remind you, as always, you can check out their website. It is an awesome website. Travis Icavacci put it all together. And you can go see it right now. It is GreatLakesSimRacing.com. I am the captain signing off. And as always, if somebody gets mad and calls this a game, tell them nope, it's iRacing. See ya!